The Archdiocese of Castries has been conducting what has been termed as the School of Liturgy. It has been held under the theme, People of God, let us build our church together, reclaiming our Catholic identity. The intention of the School of Liturgy is to enable people to learn more about the liturgy. Monsignor Michel Francis gives us more detail.
We are here at St. Joseph's Convent Auditorium for our second week of School of Liturgy. In fact, it is part two of the same School of Liturgy. We had 1 week last week in Vieux Fort for the southern parishes, beginning from Mont Repos all the way down to Soufrière Fossé Jacques. Although Larissus joined us because this for the next 2 weeks, Father Raj has summer camp for the young people and the children. And then the northern parishes would have included Dennery up, but Larissus joined us last week. So from Dennery all the way to Canaries. And so what we're doing this week, because of COVID, we've not had School of Liturgy for like 2 years now because we couldn't assemble. But we are doing what we have been doing from 1982, every year to have School of Liturgy. And as the name implies, it's a school for people to learn more about the liturgy. And this year we are focusing a lot on the liturgy of the Eucharist, what we call the Mass, because we are going by our archdiocesan theme, people of God, let us build our church together, reclaiming our Catholic identity. If you don't watch it, there are times when things encroach on the liturgy, things that do not belong. In fact, that is one of the things that in reviewing the liturgy in the past, they had to look at things that encroached on the liturgy that did not belong, that they had to remove, and things that were removed that were important and had to be reinstated, had to be brought back. So we are helping our parishioners from 11 parishes that are gathered in the northern part of the Archdiocese to understand the liturgy better. And by understanding it, they can execute it better. There will be greater participation, there will be greater involvement, and so there will be a greater appreciation of the liturgy itself. So that's what we are about. The second part of our School of Liturgy deals with workshop sessions, and there are a number of areas that we are covering. Animation, that has to do with the commentary before, during the liturgy. We are dealing with readers, those we call lectors. We are dealing with liturgical decor because the liturgical space has to be decorated depending on the seasons. The use of flowers, the use of fabric, and things like that to beautify the place. Art. All of these help. Then we have hospitality, and for one day we had protocol because there are times when we have dignitaries who attend our liturgies and we need to know, their sitting arrangement and things like that, how to receive them. And hospitality will have to do with those people we call ushers. They are real ministers of hospitality, so that they will understand how to greet, how to meet, how to take people to their seats, to be hospitable, because sometimes we have people who are coming from overseas, or sometimes people from other parishes who are not used to a particular parish, and so they need to be welcomed and they need to be taken to their places. They need to be assisted, and so that's hospitality. Then we have graphic arts, because graphic arts and would help with the use of banners. Again, these are visuals that would help enhance the liturgy, especially when we're dealing with different seasons of the year. And you could capture people's imagination and thought when they see something visual that they can identify with, and that would help them to understand the particular season that we are in or what we are celebrating. And so we have music as well as music composition, because some people have gone ahead to compose things in the parts of the mass, so that's an avenue for them as well. And that one is really for musicians and for choirs in the church to be able to increase their repertoire, learn some of the rudiments of music, and so that they can help their own choirs when they return. So it's a school, really. That's where we come to learn, and hopefully what people have received there, they will be able to go back to their parishes, put them into practice, to teach others, so that the liturgy can really become life-giving, what it is meant to be, to give glory to God, and in the process, God blesses us, He sanctifies us. Yeah?
So far, I think it has been a really real, an interesting experience for me, an experience where I have learned so much, things that I certainly didn't have a very good idea about. Now that has been explained. Those things have been explained to us, and of course we have our separate workshops, and those workshops are going very well. For me, I'm really enjoying hospitality. Last night was a great session, and I learned so much as to what hospitality really entails in terms of the liturgy. I want to just commend the Archdiocese for taking on this initiative to have the School of Liturgy this year, because so many people are asking questions about their faith and they are not quite clear as to some of the things. So in this session that we are in, or in the sessions that we have had, we have learned quite a bit about some of the things that puzzled us in the past.
The School of Liturgy concluded on Friday, August 11th in the south, and on Friday, August 18th in the north. During the closing session, participants made presentations of what they had learned during the workshops. Issues which were noted during the week were also presented. Donald Norville of CTBS reporting.